Hello, everybody.
Hi, Laura.
Hi, Hillary.
Happy May. It's like, what month is it? Oh
I
my God.
know what's
Flowers,
happening.
May flowers. It's too abundant. We don't even know what month it is.
It's so much fun. It's so much fun. We're here. Thank you guys for being here as well with us. We want to welcome everybody to season 3, episode 5 of our Two Curls on Oil podcast. Thank you for joining us.
And before we begin, we are going to do one of our favorite daily wellness practices of placing a drop of frankincense and copaiba under our tongue for cellular support and for calm. We hope you will join us.
Yes, all those antioxidants. Hey, Beth. Hey, Elka. We need all of the goodness.
We do.
All right. It is time to dive in.
Yes.
So excited to answer your biz questions live. You can also post below as we go. We've got several in the queue. I'm going to make sure that you guys can hear us, which it looks like you can. Woohoo. Hey, Steph. Love that you girls are jumping on. So we are going to go through as many of these as we can. And if we have time, we will get to those or post them, comment below, and we'll add them to the queue for next time too. So many to start with. Okay. We're diving in. It's May. Sure. We're answering your questions. So question number 1. Oh man, it's fun, Hills. I love sharing this.
I just love podcasting with you.
It's the best. Okay. Somebody says, I have only enrolled my mom and aunt. I talk to people, give samples, nobody bites. Okay. Here is the thing. So I think
I love when anything starts out, so here's the thing. Get ready.
This is when you know that we're going to preach. I think we're going to preach here. Tonight we're going to have some Mama Bear Hills and Laura preaching.
We are.
Oh, so they're saying they can't hear you, Hillary, but they can hear me. Let's try.
No. Oh, no.
Okay. See if you can talk again, Hills.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me?
Okay, I love that you're our tech support here. Okay, You guys let us know if you can hear Hillary, because Mama Bear Hills is going to be dropping some amazing truth bombs on us, and we want to make sure that you guys can hear that. See if this works now.
Can you hear me? Testing. Can we get an amen? Can anybody hear me?
Yes.
Yay!
That's it. She can hear you. Okay.
Holler.
Yeah, we got to fix that right away. Got to love when the tech stuff happens. Okay, so you guys can hear Hills. Confirm for us. Yes. Okay, wonderful. Okay. Good. So in this situation, right, it sounds like she's enrolling close friends, but she's giving samples, nobody bites. So I would say, yes, it's very good. We want to talk to people. We want to support. We want to show your value. So I would also ask this person, are you being present? Are you hopping on social media? Are you hopping on Facebook Lives, Instagram Lives? Are you educating? Are you teaching classes? Are you creating community in all of that? What does that look like? Because I think it's very important that people see that you are serious about this. You guys see me teaching monthly classes. You see Hillary popping on her periscopes regularly. We're very visible in what we do and what we share, and that's important. When you're talking about giving samples, I think it's important to kind of dive into that a little more and see what that looks like, because you can be giving samples and you can ask somebody, hey, do you want a sample? And most people are going to want free stuff, right? Most people are not going to say no to free stuff. But if you're going to sample, to be honest, my favorite sample is here, stick out your hand. Let me give you an experience with the oil and walk you through how to use that. If you are giving somebody a sample, I think it's very important to give instructions on how to use that. I love, there's a little tear pad from shareoils.com over there, Elka. We love Elka. And it's got instructions. So you can say, hey, this is for so-and-so, and this is exactly how you want to use this. And then when you give it to them, say, is it okay with you if I follow back up with you on Tuesday or, whatever, in 2 days to check in and see how it's working for you? So that way, they have education on how to use it properly. You're going to be following back up with them to check in with them on that. If you're just giving out samples, I would not expect that to make a big move in your business or anything like that. We want to always be connecting them to what's the next step? What's the next interaction that we're going to have? What does that look like? hey, I have a class coming up. I'd love for you to come. I would get their contact information. Hey, are you on Facebook? Great. Like, let's be Facebook friends. Or, hey, I can send you some information on that over a text. You need to have their contact information so you can be following up with them regularly. One of the new things that I'm playing with that I love are the trifolds from Lisa Zimmer. And I purchased that and I love it because if you're having an interaction with somebody, I even love it more than business cards because it's got my picture on it, because sometimes people will not remember who you are. It's got all my contact information. So I have it linked to my YouTube channel, to my Facebook education group. And then it even has basically a mini 101 class of what essential oils are, why doTERRA, here's the different ways that you can use the oils for your health goals, here's how to get started. So if you are talking to people at the grocery store and you only have that small little segment of time, you can Facebook friend them, get their contact information, and give them yours. So when they've got a chance, they can read, they can learn all of those things there. And I would also just check your story around that. And I think you're going to hear Hillary and I say that a lot tonight with some of these things, is when you're saying no one bites, like, just check your story around that and start to visualize yourself being really successful, that, oh my gosh, I'm going to meet these new people. I think you need to be excited, not really expecting to enroll somebody right off the bat, but having interactions, building community, building that know, like, and trust, getting them plugged into your next class or your online education, supporting them in those ways, that's really powerful. So that's where I would kind of go with that one. What about you, Mama Hills? What do you think?
I agree with everything that you said, and I also wanted to talk about the no one bites. Like, that's an indication for us. It's a very low vibrational kind of phrase to say, because it's like a victim mentality type of thing where you're expecting people to bite, and that's not what we're doing. We're serving people. We're not trying to manipulate them. We don't want them to, bite like fish bait. We don't want that. That's not sustainable for us. So what I would recommend is checking in, like Laura said, checking in with yourself, but maybe do the 30 days healthy habits challenge from Dr. Hill and do your vitamins every day. Are you taking LLV every day? It's a requirement for my leaders to be in our leadership circle and getting all the access to the education and the community and the mentoring and the coaching from me and from our other leaders, to be taking their vitamins every day. Because guess what? If you're not healthy, how can you support other people in living a healthy lifestyle? You lead from the front. So people see what you're doing. They see your energy. They see your drive. They see your focus. They see your organization, and they think, wow, what is she doing? Because she has, she's got an abundant lifestyle, yet still she makes time for the things that are important for her, or she's able to balance these things. How is she doing that? With natural tools, with her oils, with her vitamins. So take those vitamins. Drink your water, move your body. Chances are, if you're feeling stuck or unmotivated or in a funk, you need to get your blood pumping and move and get outside. It's beautiful weather now. Wherever you are in the country, hopefully it's great weather. If not, grab a friend and walk around the mall somewhere, or whatever that may look like for you, even if it means stretching with a free yoga video on YouTube. But I found, for me, when I start my day with exercise, as soon as Olivia gets off the bus, my neighbor moms, whoever's available, we walk. And if no one's available, guess what? I walk on my own, because I'm accountable to me. And yes, it's more fun when I'm with a friend, but I still do it because I'm accountable to me, and that's my time, and it gives me creativity and energy for the day, and it boosts my mood. And when your mood is boosted and you feel confident because you've moved your body, you've exercised, you've made your bed, all of these things, you've taken your vitamins, you are prioritizing your health and wellness, you're oiling up for the day. You come to your day with a little bit different view. And then you have so much content to share. You can post about your workout. You can post about oils before or after, post about your vitamins and how they're making you feel, posting about a healthy breakfast after your workout, posting about oils for mood and for organization in your home and diffusing. Like, the list is endless. But when you are in this sort of low vibration and you don't believe in yourself, nobody's going to want to believe in you either. And so they're not going to view you as a credible source. They're not going to view you as an authority figure. They're not going to view you as someone that can provide them education and support. So if you are struggling with this and you're not feeling like you're moving forward in your business, do you have, first of all, your 3 health goals? And are you working actively toward them for the next 90 days? Do you have a 90-day plan? Because that's something that I do every time I have a welcome call with a new oiler. We sit down and we craft their 90-day wellness plan, and we break it into just 3 simple elements that we want to improve, and use the oils that they got to support them with those 3 elements. And we stay the course, in every 30 days for 3 months until we get to that 90-day mark. We check in and we have a talk and we see where they are, and we score those areas of their wellness. Are you moving your body, taking your vitamins? Are you eating, colorful meals? And so when you're doing that and you value yourself and that's a priority to you, other people start to ask you and other people start to notice that you're shifting and then you're evolving. And so what's really cool about that is that when you just share from an authentic place, you're not feeling like anyone has to bite, because it's organic, that people are coming into your space and saying, what are you doing? I want that. I want those oils. And it really is going to help you with your growth, your personal development. You should be listening to personal development in your ears, podcasts or audiobooks when you're exercising or when you're doing the dishes or laundry. So these are personal development things that actually really do shift the needle for you when it comes to being able to confidently share with people effectively. So I know that's kind of a lot, but this is a personal development journey that we are on. So hopefully that resonates. Yeah. Okay. And I want to make sure that I'm able to see our questions here coming through, our comments. And the next question we have is, what are your tips for growing your online following? So I've been sharing on social media since I started using oils in 2014, and I shared consistently, and it was accidental. I remember one of the very first things that I shared was I added cinnamon bark to oatmeal, and I loved it, and it tasted so good, and I stayed full all morning long, and it was just one little simple thing, and I got so many questions. And actually my very first person that I enrolled, she lives in Canada. We've still never met to this day, and she's one of my silver leaders. And I had to Google how to enroll someone in doTERRA because I didn't know. So it was the consistency of me sharing recipes that I was so excited. Oh my gosh, I made my own laundry soap. Oh my gosh, I made my own cleaning supplies. This is so cool. And I had no intention. I didn't even know what the business opportunity was at that time. I just was like if you go to a new restaurant and you try a dish, or you go to a new smoothie bar and you try something, or you go to a new gym and you try a new workout, it's like I just have this something in my personality where if I like something, I'm like a brand ambassador from my soul. I have to tell everybody about it. So it just became organic. So tips for growing online is consistency. It's taken almost 5 years to get to a place where I feel like I can really reach my audience, and my audience trusts me, and they know me, and they know I'm reliable when I say I'm going to be on Periscope at 8 o'clock. When 8 o'clock clicks, I'm going live. And the same with Laura. When Laura is teaching a class, they know that she's going to be there. Obviously, people have emergencies and things come up, but they know that she's going to be there, and they know the quality that she's delivering in the content that she's bringing. And they know they can trust her when she's recommending something, that she provides the education and the support for you to understand that. So tips for growing online is just like anything else, being consistent and really just being your true authentic self, not trying to copy what Laura's doing, not trying to copy what Susie's doing or Jenny's doing or I'm doing, but finding your voice. And that's what's going to bring your people to you. Laura, what do you think about that?
I love it. 100%. I think if you're going to grow online, it's going to take you longer to build that know, like, and trust. I think people have this misconception that, oh, I'm going to post something and, oh, everybody's going to want to get started. No, they have to get to know who you are. And in an in-person class setting, you can put the oils on them. They have that experience. They're talking to you. I feel like that grows very quickly. But in an online realm, it is really building that trust with your audience. So being authentic, as Hillary said, very, very important. Sharing your life. People want to know about you. What's going on with you? What's going on with your kids? How are you using the oils in your everyday life? And sharing and all of that. That's really important. I share my real life of how I'm using these products. As Hillary said, you got to be a product of the product. Hillary does too. We share tips. We try to provide massive value. whether that's recipes or tools or give you some education that you may not have known about within oil. The consistency is huge. I think that's really, really important. Maybe even teaming up with other friends, other people that, like Hillary said, when she loves something, she shares from the soul. We love Share Oils and Elka over there. We love Alex over at Essential Oil Style. It's organic, and you can team up with these fellow entrepreneurs, Becky at the Root and Petal. Like we have so many people that we just connect with, and that can be powerful too, teaming up with them, maybe doing a giveaway, something like that. But honestly, it's the showing up every day. It's being visible. It's dropping really good content. It's popping on live so that people get to know your heart and what's going on with all of that, and know that it's going to take some time. So be consistent with that and show yourself grace, but just be you. People want to get to know you. And that's when you're going to attract your true tribe, is when you are showing up and being vulnerable and sharing and talking about the tough stuff. I think so many times too, social media is a highlight reel of everything's going great. And I think it's okay to say, you know what, this happened, and here's how I'm supporting myself. Here's how I'm using this in that moment. So it's going to take time, but I think it's really important. And I truly believe that live media, like we're hopping on live, being vulnerable, answering your questions now, that I feel like is the big thing. It's why reality TV is so hot, and your Insta stories, people want to know what's going on in your life. So that would be our tips for that. Just be consistent, be you, show up and share. And also don't post and ghost, right? Don't, like, this is about being social. Like, don't just throw something up and then people want to talk to you and you just don't even interact with them. Yeah. Have conversations, get to know your people. That's really fun too. Okay. What are your top 3 favorite oils that you would highly recommend to anyone?
So cruel. You guys are so mean. Only 3? That's not nice.
I think that you would recommend to anyone. I do like to get specific with people. So this is why this question is so mean, because I think you have to get specific with certain things. You know, if it's a situation where I'm sampling or I'm putting an oil on somebody, I want to have something on hand that's going to change their how do I say this compliantly?
Their life.
Really quickly.
Like, life.
It's going to be a shift, instant, right? So breathe, boom. I mean, you open a bottle of Breathe and you inhale that is opening up your airways and your sinuses and your respiratory system. So Breathe is really powerful. Digest then. You know, you went and had, maybe your coworker had Mexican food, isn't feeling so good, you know, something like that. So you can be like, oh girl, here's some Digest then, and put this on your tummy or put a drop, you know, and boom, that's going to, within 5 minutes, that is going to change how they're feeling with what's going on. So I love those quick things that open up people's eyes. Peppermint, if they're hot or if they're having head or neck tension or something like that. Peppermint's a quick one that you can put in there. So I like to, for sampling purposes, I want to give somebody an oil experience. Wild orange and peppermint. Today, I went and got my hair cut. And the sweet lady, we were hot, and I was like, oh, do you want some more energy? Like, here, girl, like, you know, put oils on people. And I love to do big money shaker things with that, of like, this is the thing that's going to move your feeling, your vibration. It's going to open up things. It's really going to make an impact, because if I have a short time with somebody, I'm going to do that. So I would say something like that. If that's going to be different for everybody, you know, if they're having a sore, a scratchy throat, then you could do a drop of On Guard and lemon in water and go, here you go. But I really want to serve their needs specifically. I think we all have our favorites that we gravitate towards, but I would say, you know, you want to do something that's going to make an impact in their life really quickly and show them how powerful our essential oils are. What about you, Hills?
It's tough because, you know, you want to be situational. Like there's certain situations where specific oils would be more appropriate, but I think for anyone, definitely Deep Blue, because you're giving an oil experience. You immediately feel the cooling and the warming. One of the sweet, sweet ladies. Oh my gosh, I miss our little garden club ladies from yesterday so much already. They're so cute and so sweet. One of them had something going on with her knees, one knee replacement and another, something was going on with her other knee, and it was really, really sore. And so I said, do you mind if I touch you? Do you mind if I put oils on you? And she said, no. I said, okay, we got to touch all the people, right? So I lifted up her pant leg and I put Deep Blue all over her knee. And I was just like, massaging her knee and everything. And she felt relief. And so it's rewarding. Like when you created that safe environment where I'm a stranger and I'm touching her leg, but she obviously doesn't mind. And it was wonderful. She really enjoyed it. So Deep Blue, I feel like Deep Blue is just so impactful because it's cooling, it's soothing, and that's an amazing oil for really anybody, because everybody has pain somewhere. Everybody has head tension at one point or another. Anybody, has sore muscles, or they're going for a workout, or they're going to stretch. So I think Deep Blue is definitely one. The other I would say is Copaiba, because it's like the poor man's frankincense. It's half the price and it does everything that frankincense can do. So, on contact soothes a sore tooth or teething baby, or, for anxious feelings under the tongue, and for pain on the body, for any of those things. So I feel like Copaiba is another heavy hitter that's a really good price point that anybody could do. And then definitely I would say lemon, because lemon's one of I think it is the lowest price oil. Now it's $11. It used to be $10, but it's the lowest price oil, and it's the most versatile. You can take it internally, you can clean with it, you can cook with it, you can bake with it, and you can diffuse it. And it just makes you feel so clean and fresh, like everything, anything and everything. So because it's so versatile, I feel like lemon, because even if you just started out with lemon, lavender, and peppermint, you can make your own cleaning supplies. You can bake, you can cook, you can detoxify your body, your liver with your water, and you can boost your mood. So I would say those three, but this is a really hard question. I mean, come on, that's so hard. It's like Sophie's choice. Can't narrow it down to three.
It is. It's tricky. So we do the best we can. And Jessica, we saw your question. We added into the queue for you.
Oh, yes, thank you. Okay, let's see. What's next?
We've got, are you required to sell a certain amount of oils as a wellness advocate?
Nope.
Nope.
The answer is no. You are not required to sell any amount of oils as a wellness advocate. So in order to be a wellness advocate, all you have to do is, if you get started with your doTERRA account as a wholesale customer, if you are ready to update your account, you would click in the upper right corner of your doTERRA.com login, and you can become a wellness advocate if you are committed to placing a 100 PV LRP in perpetuity for the rest of time. So if you're open to doing that, and that means that can be 10 orders of 10 PV, that can be 2 orders of 50 PV, that can be an order of 75 PV and 25 PV, whether you want to break up your order into 2 paychecks, whatever that looks like for you. As long as you maintain a 100 PV LRP saved in your template at all times, you are eligible to earn income at any time. You do not have to sell oils to anyone in order to generate income. However, to earn income, but if you want to create a team and generate money, then yes, you would want to be teaching and educating and supporting. But your 100 PV that you're spending is not for retail sales, it's for your own enjoyment. So doTERRA says, we're going to reward you for valuing your own health. How many businesses do that, right? If you join a business to sell clothes, you have to spend $5,000 on inventory. If you're going to sell bags, you have to sell a certain amount every 2 months, have a certain number of parties. doTERRA says, if you commit to being healthy every month and buying your toothpaste and shampoo and conditioner and vitamins, instead of at Target, if you buy them through doTERRA and they're better quality, and guess what, you're saving the world along the way, we're going to pay you for that. You get rewarded for that. You get points, shipping back, but you have the opportunity to earn and generate a massive income.
Yes. Yeah. Love it. And most people will do 125 just to get the free oil, right? The oil of the month club. It's optional, but it's awesome. So again, if just to reiterate what Hillary said, you do your 100 PV LRP order and you keep 100 PV in your LRP cart at all times. Very important, because if you don't keep 100 PV in your cart, the system's going to skip you and you don't get paid. So we want you to get paid. Okay, how do you convince people to do LRP? Let me just say The word convince is like nails on a chalkboard for me. Like it did give me a little bit of EBGBs when I read this, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't convince anybody to do anything. We do not convince anybody to do anything. We are educators. We support people. And really the whole thing with LRP is that people find value in the products and value in a health and wellness lifestyle. That is what we are selling, is a health and wellness lifestyle. So what I do is when people get started, right away, I schedule that welcome call with them. Hillary was talking about that 90-day plan. That is what we craft with people. And I teach them how to use their oils. Guys, 95% of people have not even opened up their box of oils until I hop on a welcome call with them. And I'm like, girl, get your oils out, open them up, smell them. Let's put stickers on top of them. Have you used your diffuser yet? Go get it. Go fill it up with water. Let's get you going. This is how we make roller bottles so that they see how simple it is. And then we start to go deeper. Okay, what are your top health and wellness goals? Let's rate those things. Oh, you're really struggling with digestion. Well, you know what would be really great? The Lifelong Vitality Pack supplements, PB Assist, a good probiotic for some gut health, some digestive enzymes. And you basically listen to them. You ask them questions. You find what are challenges in their life, and you are a solutions provider. And you help them with that next step. Hey, do you know how to log into your account? Because you can purchase everything at 25% off now. Let me show you how to do that. Okay, this is the perks of a loyalty order. It's incredible. You're going to get all your points back on shipping. So just like Amazon, you're going to get points back on your order. You can get free oil, and we can get these things into your home that are going to help you. Oh, your child's really struggling with sleep. Okay, let's do this. So we're not convincing anybody of anything. LRP is a perk. It is optional. Nobody has to participate in that. You don't have to order every month. But when people start to see the value, and I word it, try LRP for 3 months, and you're going to see what us LRPers know, that this is amazing. This is incredible, that you're going to get stuff dropped off on your front porch. You're going to get points back on your shipping. You're going to get free stuff. And it's stuff that you're already buying, but this is an upgraded, non-toxic version. Boom. But our job is not to convince. Our job is to educate and support. So that word is like, oh, but that's how I approach it. Hills, what about you?
Yes. If you are finding yourself feeling like you are having to convince someone, then it means more personal development, and it means confidence, and the self-assurance is something that you really want to focus on. And I would start working on affirmations. Do you love yourself? What are 5 things that you love about yourself? If that's hard for you to write down, then it's very simple for someone to walk away from you when you're talking to them about anything. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody's going to take you seriously. So you're going to feel like you have to convince someone. But if you feel like that, add more value. So share your routine, share your oil routine, write it down in a journal, what you do with oils from morning to night, and share that, parcel it out in a series, create value, jump on a video, talk about the oils of the month. You see Laura and I on the first of the month, every single month, jumping on Instagram Live, Instagram TV, Facebook Live. I jump on Periscope as well now, and I put that on YouTube. We are there sharing value so that all of our customers are going to go, oh my gosh, I had no idea I could do all that with cypress. I had no idea I could add cypress to lemongrass and deep blue and soothe my achy joints. I had no idea I could do that for ankles or for this or that, or wow, that's so cool. I had no idea I could add cypress to beard oil that I make for my husband. Oh, I had no idea I need to order that. I want to make sure I get my order in before the 15th so I snag that free oil. Oh, Laura, how do I do that? Can you help me? So you're creating value. And like Laura said, you are a decision catalyst. So you are making it so easy for someone to make that choice. There's no convincing that needs to be happening there, because you are not oversharing, but you're overwhelming people with your joy and your passion and all the practical ways that you can use oils. And we try to keep it simple because there's 1,001 ways you can use cypress, right? But we just focus in on the 3 top ones and inspire people to be encouraged to look it up in their book, or to look it up or Google it, or look it up on doTERRA.com and say, wow, I think I could really find benefit in having that oil. I want to get that free oil. And especially in the beginning, it's really wonderful. It's a great way to scale your collection and have more flexibility and versatility in your oil collection when you have some of these extra oils, because each month chances are the oil of the month is not a top 10 oil. It's an oil that you might not have it on your radar yet. And so it's a great way for you to grab that oil and dig into it and learn about the properties of that oil 1 month at a time. So if you feel like you're having to convince people, then it means more work about the story that you are telling yourself. That you have to convince people means that you're not adding enough value to them. Add value, share, and educate. Are you jumping on the first of the month? Are you teaching classes and supporting people? If you've got customers already, maybe create that in your team. Ask for volunteers to help support you. And maybe someone wants to volunteer to share their favorite uses of the product of the month, and they can do a little video for you or whatever that may look like. But I would just encourage you to really stop and think about your self-worth and your self-esteem, because you are so amazing. You are so worthy already. You have all the tools within you, but it's just those stories that we tell ourselves, those things that we keep saying that breathe life into what we're doing, whether that's negative or positive. And so we don't want you to feel like you have to convince anybody. There's 7.5 million doTERRA users. We don't convince people to do anything. We have natural solutions. We have what people need. We have hope and we have healing, and people know where to find us, and we're here to serve them. And so we want to shift our mentality into service and less of this sort of lower vibration kind of fear mongering, fear that if we don't convince them, then they won't want to see the value of that. So, all right, moving on to our next question. What are other ideas to grow your business besides booking classes? So I think it's really great when you want to start and grow your business to be open to trying different things. So if you are booking classes, maybe try doing one-on-ones. I find I really enjoy the connection that I share with people when it's just one-on-one. I really like that because we get to just really talk about their things and the things that are relevant to them, their health journey. And sometimes in a group setting, people are not always comfortable sharing those things in a group because they might be very sensitive emotionally or physically, and they're just not things that are necessarily, you know, that everybody wants to share in a group. So I would definitely encourage you that if you're booking classes in a group forum, that you explore the idea of doing one-on-ones and try everything. doTERRA is a buffet. So if you are booking classes in your house, try going to a coffee shop or a juice bar or approaching them and ask if you can teach a wellness workshop for their clients, or if they're doing a customer appreciation event, what can you do? Can you support them and participate? And, you know, when you're chatting with people and when people are reaching out to you, you can ask if they would be, you know, when would be a good time for them to set up, when would be a good time for them, for you guys to talk together. So if Sarah's been chatting with you, say, Sarah, when would be a good time for us to talk about oils to support you? And just, you know, that's how you can support her one-on-one. So it's in lieu of a formal structured class, which you can do in a very flexible way if you want to, but lots and lots of ideas. Laura, what about you? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, you know what I think is interesting when I thought about this? I have never had anybody host a class for me. And I don't think you have either, Hills. Like, no. So know that you don't have to do that to do this as a business. And that's not for lack of asking. I have asked a lot of people too, but sometimes the timing isn't right or whatever that is. And I think that's a numbers game. That's probably another question. But yeah. I just had this thought of, you don't have to do that. And I think it's really important to do what brings you joy. Do what feels fun. Hillary gave you great examples. If you love going to get tea or juice or whatever with your friends, like go to a juice bar, go get tea together, go have those interactions with people. If you love to teach online, create a virtual online space. If you love to build community and have people at your home and do make and takes or different things, do that. And I think the more that you can keep the joy and the fun in your business and do what lights you up, you're going to be attracting that energy in, whatever it is. There are so many ways to grow this. Hillary has grown her business mainly online with Periscope, and people look forward to that, and they mark those dates on their calendar and they're ready to go. It's whatever fills your heart and soul with joy. Do more of that. Whatever you love, maybe you love yoga, then do yoga and essential oil classes. You can pull the oils into whatever you love. Hillary just talked about gardening with some amazing ladies and pulling the oils in there, cooking and essential oils. Make this fun. because guys, this is a marathon, not a sprint. This is enjoying the journey. This is noticing your feelings around your business and creating community and serving people. And the more that you can have fun with that, the more amazing things you're going to attract into that too. So that's where I would go there.
And I want to just add something too, because when we lead from a place of service, you will be so amazed at what happens. So the other day, I was connected to this like nail painting bar place that's opening up near a business that I go to a lot. And so I was looking on their Instagram page, and they said, we're so excited to have these new neighbors. It's this like nail painting bar. And I looked at their Instagram, and I thought, oh my gosh, how fun that looks. And I dug more into it, and it's a non-toxic nail polishing bar, and they're going to have Zoya. And Zoya, if all of you know, Zoya is my favorite non-toxic nail polish, because we can still have these rituals that we love without chemicals, and that aligns with our use of essential oils and all of that. And I was so excited, and I started following them, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to bring my friends here and get our nails done. Like, this is so cool, because normally I have to bring my own polish and all my supplies with me, like the top coat and all that, when I get my nails painted at the salon or a pedicure. And so I was messaging back and forth with the owner, and I said, if you plan on doing a grand opening event or anything like that, please let me know. I would love to donate an aroma touch treatment massage to one of your clients. If you would like to, just let me know when you guys are going to be done building, and I'd love to do that. And she was so excited, and she said, that would be amazing. Let's get together in the next week or two. She was traveling, and she said, when I get back in town, I'd love to get together and we can talk about collaborating, and I'd love to bring in, she said she plans to bring in other local businesses. And how perfect for me in the alignment that I've been a Zoya customer for a decade, and I've been using natural nail polish for a decade. That aligns with my purpose. But I was acting in a service capacity and saying, I would love to donate an aroma touch to one of your new clients to support a local business that I'm going to patronize, because I want to support your business. And I'm excited to have somewhere to tell people they can go for natural nail self-care and pedicures and manicures and things like that. And that created this opportunity for me now this summer. When they open, I'm going to be one of the first businesses that is partnering with her. And who knows what that means? Maybe they'll buy oils to use in the pedicures and manicures. Who knows what? But even if it gives me an opportunity to just be partnered with her for that opportunity, that's a great way to grow your business in a non-class type of way. And, we can do manicures and mocktails, and I can set up these drinks for her customers when they come in and feel relaxed when they're waiting for their service. But this is something that takes creativity, and you have to think outside of the box. And when you think and lead with service, my initial thought was, what can I give her to show her I'm so excited to welcome her into our community? And then she in turn created this opportunity for us to partner. So you really want to be connecting with your community if you are wanting to build community. If you want to build that community online, then like she said, working with vendors that resonate with you and partnering with them and whatnot. So it's just really important to be taking yourself out of a little square box and seeing what other people are doing, and not feeling like you just have to do that copy and paste. It's what resonates with you, what feels good to you, what things do you like to do, what businesses do you like to go to, and work with them.
I love that, Hillary. I got chills. You manifested that, girl. Woo! That's awesome.
I'm really pumped. I'm like, I have a long list of ideas already, like moms and manicures, moms manicures and mocktails and all the things. It's just, you have to think that way. You have to start small and start at home. What is your community? Where do you go? Even the library. I'm sure you could teach a free class at the library, and you'd get tons of attendees there wanting to learn. So, yeah.
I love it. Awesome. Those are great tips. All right. Our next question. How do you know which team is the right fit for you to join? I did not know that signing up for an account meant signing up to that person's team if I had started a business. Perhaps people need to check if the alignment is right. I love, 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 love this question. Okay. So one, this is important if you don't have an account with doTERRA already. So if you are new, if you don't have an account with doTERRA, when you choose somebody to get started with in doTERRA, you're kind of married to them. This is your person. They're going to be your essential oil educator, a mentor. So I think it is important to Make sure that you know, like, and trust this person. See what type of things that they offer. Hillary and I, you guys see us. We do a lot of education. We're very visible. We're teaching. We have private education Facebook groups that we pour even more. There's perks with being in our oils family and having those things, giveaways, team challenges, different things there. So you want to have a conversation. And I look at this with anybody that you are going to have on your health and wellness team, because essential oils is a piece of that, right? An essential oil educator, mentor with that. Just like a chiropractor or a functional medicine doctor or a massage therapist, you're going to want to ask questions. You're going to want to get a feel for them. You're going to want to see what they offer. Because again, I say it a lot, but there's a lot of people out there selling a product. There's not as many people out there that are actually educating and supporting and helping their people. And this is an important thing. Are you getting started with little Sally over here who's just doing it? You know, she's just after the fast start, but she's going to drop you and you're never going to hear from her again. And you're going to have to figure out how to use these on your own. So just a caveat, if you don't have an account with doTERRA, you do want to reach out to somebody and see what value that they offer. Because yes, not only are they going to be your essential oil educator mentor, they're also going to be the person that's going to help you with the biz if you choose to do the business. Now, please know there's never any requirement to do that. It's an option. About 90% of doTERRA are wholesale customers because they love and use their oils. We have an incredible product, and we have such an amazing product that you can't run down to Whole Foods and purchase, or the grocery store or whatever. Ours is so different, and you're not going to get education or support from the guy at Whole Foods with the essential oil aisle, right? Okay. And that's not an essential oil. That's a synthetic fragrance. I digress. You understand what I'm saying, guys. So it is important to check in and see what this is like, because these are going to be the people that are going to be business partners with you. They're going to link arms with you. And if you choose to do that, but whatever your goals are, and go. I look at my team, we're a tribe. We're a sisterhood. I know what's going on in their lives. I know if somebody's having a hardship, if somebody lost somebody in their life, if somebody is moving, what that looks like. And what's really cool about that is your vibe attracts your tribe. So you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. So if you're looking around your tribe and you're going, oh my gosh, think about the energy of where you were in that state when you attracted these people. These women are incredible sisters of the soul that I have, and I am very grateful for. I know Hillary feels the exact same way about her tribe and team. It is powerful. So know that too, but this is something to see. You want to check and see if the alignment is right. You want to interview these people. You want to see what kind of things that they offer. Hillary and I have private Facebook groups just for people doing the business to provide education and support on. We do monthly Boss Babe calls. We do support. We check in. We have a team on Voxer. We do a lot of stuff there. And those are perks. We don't have to do that. And I think that's another important topic. It's nice when your upline provides stuff like this, right? Guest speakers coming in. Hillary and I both do that. We bring in a lot to our tribes, but it's not a requirement. Hillary did not have upline support with that. Your upline's job was to introduce you to doTERRA. And if you don't have that space, all is not lost. You can be the leader that you wish you had for your tribe. You can bloom where you're planted. You can create what you felt like you didn't have. So know that there are options around that. But I love this because if you do get an opportunity, I think it's important to make sure that you jive with this person, to see that they're going to help you, to know what kind of the alignment is and what that looks like, because I'm in doTERRA for life. I always say with Hillary, we're going to be on the beach teaching oils classes, in our 90s. Like this brings me so much joy. And so to partner with somebody that is really passionate about natural solutions and health and wellness and wants to do that, like, yes, I want to attract those people in that resonate with us there. So it's a great question. I loved this question. I think it's something that we don't talk about a lot, or that maybe people weren't aware of, but it's a great topic. Hillary, what about you? What do you think?
Yes, it's extremely important. And you know what, and we're just going to get real here because that's just what you came for. So you know what, if that doesn't work for you, then you came to the wrong place, but we don't want to sugarcoat it for you because we want you to succeed. Like, the purpose of this is to succeed, because we would have loved to have someone kind of, being real with us, right? When we were starting out. And I know that I really would have loved to have that realness. And so when I think of the fact that doTERRA really doesn't like to advertise the fact that you do have an option of having a new mentor if things are desperate and dire and you really have a burning desire to share and grow, and you've communicated that clearly to your upline, and they either do not respond, or they are aggressive or hurtful, or asking you to do things that you are not comfortable doing, or that you do not feel are ethical or legal or appropriate, or whatever the relationship may be. We've heard it all, unfortunately, but you do have the option to make that choice. And so what that means is that, and of course it's understandable, because doTERRA doesn't want everybody just jumping ship, because we are here to provide support and education to people that want it, and sometimes not everybody wants it, but not everyone also understands how to lead you. And so whoever brought you to doTERRA might not have the same passion as you do. Maybe they enrolled you, but they didn't realize, oh wow, I was on the hook for educating her, and I was supposed to do all these things, and I don't do that anymore, or I'm leaving the business, and then you're stuck with someone that you don't know or that won't communicate with you. So just like it's not intended for you to just be jumping from team to team to team, it's not also fair in my mind, or the doTERRA culture, for someone to be earning income off of the work that you are doing and the creation that you are establishing and the seeds of hope that you are planting and watering and nurturing in your community, when they're not doing anything to support you in that way, if they are offering it and whatnot. So you can go inactive for 6 months. So that means you can't teach classes. You can't be, out there doing all of that. The 6-month time is really a boot camp for you. That is a 6 months of intensive support and commitment and focus for you. So the time that you would have spent on your doTERRA business needs to be time spent on personal development, creating information on how you want to do your business, and getting ready to teach those classes when the 6 months is over, but going to be educated. So getting plugged into doTERRA.com and the resources, and having support calls with whoever you want to be your mentor and guide when the 6 months is over, making sure that you've maybe taken a look at 2 or 3 leaders that you resonate with, or whose Instagram do you go to first thing when you sign on to your page, whose Instagram do you find value in. Go somewhere where they resonate with you, with the speed that you want, with the energy that you feel works for you, because you're obviously not getting that where you are. So we want you to be fed the way that you need to be fed, in the way that is going to work for you. And then, you might want to reach out to that person, maybe 2 or 3 of those people, and just ask them, how do you support people that want to get started with doTERRA? Because it's very important that there's clarity from both sides. Very clear expectations with what you expect out of your mentor and what they are expecting from you as a leader on your own, because you are a business owner on your own, and your success is not dictated by whoever is your enroller. So you can absolutely bloom where you're planted, and we encourage that. And 9 times out of 10, it's like, go back to your upline. You got to go back to your person. Get doTERRA involved. Maybe have an account manager talk to you together on a conference call and figure out a way to work together. But if at all costs it does not work for you, I would recommend thinking and considering it if you feel like you're not getting what you need. Now, of course, as leaders, we are not going to babysit you, and we are not going to spoon feed you. We were going to expect you to get gritty, use the internet, use Google, figure it out, use doTERRA.com, use the resources that are there. If you are not willing to put in that time and effort, no matter who you have as your mentor and coach, they can be Elise Chedevy, the triple diamond in doTERRA. They can be the most experienced person in doTERRA, and it doesn't make you successful because you're enrolled with a doTERRA celebrity or someone that you see out there. It's just who resonates with you, and where do you feel like you will be supported in the way that you need, and driven and pushed gently, guided to your edge where you are going to grow and learn. That's really important. So you do have that option, and you can go to doTERRA.com and complete the account termination form, and you need to send that into doTERRA, and that just sort of puts your account on freeze for 6 months. And after 6 months, then you have the option to reactivate under a new enroller and sponsor. And so during that time, you need to be ready to spend that 6 months as a learning bootcamp opportunity to really learn about the business, shadow whoever it is, and join them on calls or go to their classes and watch how they teach and watch their content and see what is going to resonate with you. So it's just really, really important. Like Laura said, you are married to that person. You really are. And if you're willing to just divorce them, then you can stay where you are, but just know that all the work you do pays their paycheck. And if they're not providing value to you, then that's unfortunate. Yeah. Okay, next. When you're tired of holding your own classes and webinars and the grittiness is on vacay, what are ways to encourage class bookings off of more class bookings? So we kind of touched on this a little bit too, but I think you have to also take stock and say, is this something that's bringing me joy? Is doing doTERRA lighting me up? Is doTERRA something that I want to think about every day? Do I wake up feeling so excited to share my passion with people? If you're feeling tired of holding classes and webinars and all of that, then maybe doTERRA, the business is not for you. And that's okay. And that's really, really okay. Because if you're not passionate about it, people are going to be able to notice that. And that's going to start to affect your creativity. And you're not going to want to seek those opportunities. And that's not going to feel really good. So maybe take a break and just continue to be a happy customer, enjoy your oils as a user, but take a break, take a step back from the business, because Laura and I, like she said, we're going to be doing this for our whole life. This is our purpose. This is our passion. We are so excited about doTERRA. We could talk about doTERRA 24 hours a day, and we try to, as much as possible, do that. And so, I just encourage you to really take a step back, maybe, if you're feeling that way, and get back in touch with your body, get back in touch with your 3 health goals, and really dig into that. And that might spark something that maybe was asleep for a little while. Laura, what are your thoughts on that?
I agree. When I read this, when you're tired, that word tired, it just feels really heavy. And it's like the grittiness isn't there. The grittiness is on vacay. And to me, it's a sign to look at what the self-care is like. Are you feeling full? Are you feeling empty? Because it's really hard to pour from an empty cup. And I think it is a time to pause. It's a time to go back to the oils and the supplements, and are you being a product of the product, and to take care of yourself. There are seasons, and if you're already feeling tired, again, you're the billboard for your business. And if it's just feeling heavy, if you're feeling like, oh, I'm kind of tired of doing this, because the truth is, this is the work. Like sharing the oils and doing this is the work, and it should bring you joy and light you up. And that service, I get so excited to change people's lives, to share oils, to do this stuff. And there are seasons for that. If you are going through a health challenge or something, it is not the time to go and do all the things. You got to take care of you, because your energy and what you bring to the table is either going to attract people or repel people in that moment. And the more that you can, so one, check your energy, fill your cup, take care of you, boo. Okay. Like really work on that, get you feeling good. And then I would go back to, what is your big why? Why are you doing this? Like, is it to get your oils paid for? Is it to bring in an extra, $500 a month to help your family? Is it to get braces for your child? Is it to, get some type of therapy or services for your child that you wouldn't be able to do before? Is it to help to get a new home? Is it to replace, like, what is that? Because your why has to be huge, or you're not going to do it. Your why needs to make you cry. Why do you get up in the morning and do this? Like, I want to change people's lives. I have been so sick, and I wish I would have known that there were options and tools to empower people. And then now doing this and serving people and changing their lives. Guys, Hillary and I get messages every single day from people of how these oils are changing their lives. That lights a fire under me that is like, oh, I know there's more people out there that I need to serve. And then from the business perspective, it's like, I want to empower women that they can be really successful. and grow a business and have such joy doing it. Like it just fires me up. So for me, this is kind of an issue of, what is your why? Why are you doing this? Like, let's do some self-care. Let's fill your cup. Let's look at that. Let's get really in tune with your why, because that's what's going to motivate you. Because there are days that Hillary and I don't feel like it. We don't feel like hopping on or going live or doing things, but our why is so big and it's so compelling that we will do it. And if you wait to feel like it, if you wait to, host a class or book a class or do a webinar when you feel like it, you're never going to do this. It is finding that passion and that drive. And I would say pulling in the joy. What lights you up? What feels fun? What has joy? Do that. Share in that way. Get yourself feeling good and then get connected in that. And that'll be a powerful thing. And check your thoughts. What's the story that you're telling yourself? What's the mindset that you have around this business or sharing? Or, are you telling yourself, oh, another class and nobody's going to come and da-da-da? Are you telling yourself, oh my gosh, this is going to be amazing. I'm going to invite all of my friends. We're going to have the best time. They're going to bring their kids. It's summertime. We can all go to the park. We can use our tear shield. I can teach. Like, what is that energy? Because your thoughts are powerful, the feelings that you have around your business and these events that you're having. So check in with that too. Notice your story.
Definitely. And I think we should probably wrap, and we have a couple other questions we'll save until our next podcast. But I wanted to also touch on something that Laura mentioned too, that we're not only supporting our customers, but we're also growing our leaders. So we are doing double the work, and we're still finding time for the self-care because we're balancing the things and we're managing our time, and we're managing our time in a way that feels really good. Because being a business owner, like we joke, if you're not working each day in your yoga clothes, you're doing it wrong if you're working at home. Like, this is the joy. You get to make your own schedule. You get to control the effort and energies that you put out in the world. You get to do all that. But we're not only doing the things that we're educating you on doing, like, the actual income producing activities of teaching the classes, enrolling people, supporting them, but we're also doing a whole other piece of supporting and mentoring and coaching and guiding our business builders. And we have families, and we have homes and responsibilities and husbands and all of these other things that require our time and energy. So the more you can balance those things by practicing the self-care, taking your vitamins, using your oils, all of a sudden people start to see you stand in those confident feet of yours, and your head is up and your shoulders are back, and you're like, you know what? I'm slaying the day today. I got my oils, I got my community with me, and we're supporting each other, and we're going to do this. And so just keep that in mind, that when you really want to grow a business, there's going to be people that are watching you and that are going to want to do that too. And so holding space for that growth is really crucial. And you need to be making sure that you're healthy and you're feeling that energy to be able to show up like that. So we have something special, right?
Yes, I hear there's a giveaway. Lay it on us. I'm excited.
Sharing is caring always, and it's always about personal development here. And so we've loved shifting into this new season, as this season we shifted in just keeping the podcast to the business. And so along those lines, we love pouring into you with a virtual ebook copy of one of our favorite personal development books, because as we've talked about, that is a common theme here. So the book that is the giveaway tonight is a copy of The Compound Effect. This is so crucial as we've been talking about healthy habits with doTERRA and our vitamins and these habits that we create each day, getting up and doing your morning routine and setting up your day for success. This book is going to show you how those small little things compound, just like putting your oils on in the morning, making your bed, doing Frank & Co., drinking your water with lemon every day, moving your body, putting on Deep Blue. All of these little things add up to big, big things. So The Compound Effect is the book that we are gifting one of our lucky viewers. We are so excited. Laura, how do they get this freebie?
All you need to do to enter is post a learning comment below, and a winner will be selected about 15 minutes after our live podcast ends with a randomizer app. So something that you learned, that you enjoyed, that you found informative, anything that you want to share as it relates to something that we mentioned in tonight's podcast. It's open to one lucky US viewer. We hope it's you, and leaders or readers. So we want to encourage you guys to jump in on that personal development.
And we also want you to jump in and join this conversation with us. So you see us sharing, you see us, teaching and educating and serving and doing all this. If questions crop up for you, either after this or if you're watching the replay, you don't have to wait until the next time that we have our June call. You can just shoot us a message and we'll track your question for June. So we'll get that going. We've already got a few questions that we didn't get a chance to address tonight. So we'll keep those. Those will be first in the queue next month. And so just let us know, what area of your business are you struggling with the most? We want to know, we want to help you. This hour is for you. And we just really want you to find the most value in it. So we have a few announcements before we close. I'll kick it off. I've got my next Throw It Out Thursday broadcast tomorrow coming up on Periscope, so stay tuned for that. I had so much fun at the Garden Club yesterday. It was so fun and special. Really enjoyed that. We talked about oils for gardening, and working with local community people is such a joy, and just finding that is really special and fun. So we had lots of fun doing that. And then I'm also going to be partnering with a local cycling and yoga studio that has been wanting to collaborate, and I'm really excited because it's just so interesting that when we start to open up our universe a little bit, we start to leave our house and we start to open up and see what opportunities can happen. They just start to flow in. You've let the abundance flow in because you believe in the value that you bring. And so that's been really fun for me because I have grown my business for the last almost 5 years virtually. And so it's been really fun to kind of branch out a little bit more into my community and find that connection with them. So I just encourage you to connect with your local service providers. If you are in my local area and you are a local business owner, or you know some that would like, a free aroma touch massage raffled off for something that you might have going on, I'd love to donate something for an event you have coming up. I would love to do a wellness workshop for your people. If you are in Texas, if you are in Laura's area and you are a local business owner, or you know someone that's a local business owner, reach out. It is such a fun thing to collaborate and help each other grow and help build that community. So it is really exciting. I love branching out, and I love just trying new things and getting scared and getting out of my comfort zone. And that's what we're doing. It grows you so much when you do that. So Laura, what else do you have coming up for us?
I love it. Thanks, Hills. Yes, I just wanted to remind everybody, stay tuned for more health and wellness and self-care tips over on my coaching page. It's over there, facebook.com/Dr. Laura Ricci. I'm on Instagram at Dr. Laura Ricci. If you are open to more one-on-one health coaching services, I do that. I offer that if you want to dive deeper in your health and wellness journey. You can check out my website. It's lauraricci.vpweb.com. And I taught a virtual class on the aromatic use of essential oils, and the replay is currently up in my Facebook education group through the end of this month. So please make sure that you head over there, that you join the group. Request to join will add you right in so that you don't miss out on watching the replay. It's just search Learning with Dr. Laura on Facebook. Request to join will add you right in. And I have several classes coming up here in the West Texas area. As Hillary said, if you're in the Amarillo or Canyon, Texas area, you can check out the events tab on my Facebook page. So I teach virtual and also in-person classes just like Hillary. You can come and join us. We have a women's health make and take class that is coming up on Thursday, May 23rd at 7 p.m. over at Keller Williams Realty on Soncy here in Amarillo. This is going to be so much fun. We're going to be making sprays for those hot flashes, sprays for breast health. We're going to be making rollers for emotional support and mood support and hormonal support, a really important one for women. So I want you guys to stay tuned for that.
And if anyone that's watching wants to dive deeper one-on-one with business coaching, Dr. Laura and I also offer that. So if you found Laura, reach out to Laura. If you found me, reach out to me. We would love to support you on a one-on-one level where we can really help you craft your business goals and just make sure that you get the support that you need. So you can visit Dr. Laura's website or my website, reach out to us in any of the vortexes, and we're here to support you. And that is a wrap on our May podcast. So we will see you in June. If you are finding this informative and you want to stick around, we can't wait to make sure that we are continuing to support you month after month. And we hope that you found this so valuable, and we can't wait to reveal the winner of the compound effect. So have a wonderful night, everyone, and stay oiled, okay? We'll see you next month.
Here. Bye. Thanks for watching.
Bye.